If you've been on social media lately, you've probably seen people wearing glucose monitors and talking about how certain foods spike the blood sugar. But is this something you really need to worry about? Are spikes harmful for healthy people? And why is this such a big deal for people with diabetes? In today's video, I'm gonna explain what happens in your body when you eat sugar or carbs, why blood sugar spikes are normal for most people, why they're dangerous for diabetics, and we'll debunk some of the most common misconceptions around this topic, including the rise of glucose monitors for non-diabetics. This is going to be a science-backed practical discussion, so by the end, you'll know exactly what's happening in your body and how to manage your health without unnecessary fear. Let's start with the basics. What actually happens in your body when you eat sugar or carbs? Carbs in your food, whether it's bread, rice, or fruit, are broken down into glucose during digestion. This glucose enters your bloodstream, raising your blood sugar levels. Your body uses glucose as its primary energy source, powering everything from your muscles to your brain. When your blood sugar rises, your pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. Insulin acts like a key, allowing glucose to enter your cells. Once inside your cells, glucose is used for immediate energy or stored as glycogen in your liver and muscles for later use. After this process, your blood sugar levels return to normal. This system, called blood sugar regulation, works so efficiently in healthy individuals that spikes after meals are completely normal and temporary. If your body is producing enough insulin and your cells respond to it properly, your blood sugar levels naturally stabilize. This is why occasional spikes, which occur normally in everyone, are not dangerous at all for people without underlying conditions. When you haven't eaten for a while, your blood sugar drops slightly, but your liver steps in. It releases stored glucose to keep your blood sugar in a healthy range. So whether you've just eaten or you're fasting, your body is designed to keep your blood sugar levels stable. Now, let's address some of the biggest misconceptions about blood sugar spikes. These myths are everywhere, from social media to dinner table conversations, and they often create unnecessary fear and stress. The first misconception is that blood sugar spikes are inherently dangerous for everyone. This idea often comes from research on people with diabetes, where these spikes actually can cause complications. But let's talk about healthy people. For someone without diabetes, spikes are temporary and part of your body's normal process. Studies, like one published in the scientific journal Cell Metabolism, show that healthy individuals experience transient spikes after meals, but these do not lead to inflammation, oxidative stress, or long-term harm. Your body regulates these spikes with insulin, keeping everything in balance. For people with diabetes, it's a different story. Their insulin response is impaired, so blood sugar stays elevated for longer, leading to chronic hyperglycemia. This is why spikes are dangerous for diabetics, but this concern doesn't apply to healthy people. Another big misconception is that healthy people need glucose monitors. You've probably seen influencers wearing these devices and tracking the blood sugar after every meal. But this trend can be misleading and even harmful. Glucose monitors were designed for diabetics, where real-time data is life-saving. For healthy people, though, seeing temporary spikes can lead to overanalyzing normal fluctuations. Most people, healthy people, using these devices lack the knowledge to interpret the data. For example, you might see a spike after eating a banana and think, I should stop eating fruit, even though that spike is temporary and completely normal. Over-monitoring can create anxiety around food. A study in Frontiers in Psychology found that obsessively tracking health metrics increases stress and promotes restrictive eating habits. It also distracts from the bigger picture. Overall diet, quality, exercise, and sleep are far more important for long-term health than obsessing over individual spikes. Finally, let's talk about the idea that a food causing a blood sugar spike means it's bad for you. A spike from a banana is very different from a spike caused by a Coke. The banana provides fiber, potassium, and vitamins, while the Coke offers empty calories. Context matters. Whole foods with natural sugars often come with fiber, slowing digestion and reducing the impact on your blood sugar over time. Now, let's focus on why blood sugar spikes are a real concern for people who suffer from diabetes. Just for you to know, there's two main types of diabetes. Type 1, which is an autoimmune disease and totally unrelated to one's eating habits. Type 1 diabetes, the body's own immune cells destroy the cells in the pancreas which produce insulin, and therefore glucose cannot be brought into the cells. And then there's type 2 diabetes, which can be caused by excessive sugar and carb consumption, which on the long run, and I'm here also talking about decades, 10, 20, 30 years, and also genetic predisposition, leads to reduced sensitivity of the receptors on the cells to bring glucose into the cells. So the blood sugar stays high. Therefore, in people with diabetes, glucose isn't effectively absorbed into the cells, leading to chronically high blood sugar. This can cause long-term damage to the body. Complications of chronic, meaning years and decades of high blood sugar, are, for example, damage of the lining of blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke, or nerve damage, causing pain, tingling, or numbness, especially in the extremities. Also, usually the kidneys filter excess glucose, but over time, this can lead to chronic kidney disease. Furthermore, constantly high glucose levels can damage the blood vessels in your eyes, which can lead to vision problems. This is why managing blood sugar is so critical for people with diabetes. But with proper treatment, including diet, exercise, and medication, these risks can be greatly reduced. For people with type 1 diabetes, however, insulin needs to be injected and closely monitored because the cells which produce insulin are not existing anymore. So, what does all of this mean for you? Let's talk about what you can do to maintain healthy blood sugar levels. First, don't fear occasional spikes. If you're healthy, occasional blood sugar spikes are not dangerous. Instead of worrying about every spike, focus on the bigger picture. Eat balanced meals. Combine carbs with protein, fiber, and healthy fats to slow digestion and stabilize blood sugar. For example, a piece of grilled chicken, quinoa, and roasted veggies. Also, stay active. Exercise helps your muscles absorb glucose, reducing post-meal spikes naturally. Even a 10-minute walk after a meal can make a big difference. The bottom line is blood sugar spikes are a normal part of how your body processes food if you're healthy. There's no need to micromanage every meal or avoid entire food groups like carbs or fruit. But for people with diabetes, managing blood sugar is crucial to prevent complications, and that's where monitoring tools and careful dietary planning come into play. Focus on balance, variety, and healthy habits. Your body knows what to do. If this video helped you understand blood sugar spikes better, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-backed health content.